All right, so we're gonna do some grout work here, and this happens to be armor. There's the UPC, and when I mix very little. I literally just got a heaping spatula of the powder and threw it in there. So I just had a little mountain of grout. I just tossed it in there. And I actually only had about that much water, about 5/8 of an inch off the bottom. That's it. So when you mix grout, the problem is that it takes about 30 seconds or so for the grout to actually absorb the water. And then you just kind of mix it. This is super watery. I don't like this watering, but it's going to go into these tiny little lines a lot better. Keep in mind that this is unsanded. There it is. For sanded and unsanded. So I don't know if this is actually sanded or not. Let me look. Well, it doesn't say if it's sanded or sanded or unsanded. It says sanded and unsanded. So who knows what it is. Oh shoot, it says 3 hours till it's dry. And no sealer required. No grouts need sealers, really, these newer ones. I don't ever put sealer on it, even in the bathroom. So as long as it's the Mapaei Grout, I've never put sealer, and it works great. Never had any cracks or fall out of the holes or any issues. And I've been installing showers for 10-15 years now. So this is the Premium Ultra Color Plus. So the point of the video was to show you, I had a guy that told me that he went and bought a scale to weigh how much grout he uses and mix the exact amount of water per the requirements of the bag. So the bag actually says, I don't know what it says, and honestly I don't care. As long as it's not cold as crap or hot as crap inside. It tells you you're supposed to mix for 6 to 3 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. I don't know how much you're supposed to add. You can Google it or look it up. That doesn't matter to me. I put 2 heaping spatulas of this stuff in here and put that much water, and I just mix it. So it said mix for 4 to 5 minutes. What happens is it's got little polymers, almost like sugar. I call it sugar. It's not sugar, but the point is the water breaks down whatever the polymers may be. And it may be sugar. Obviously it can't be, because if not, you have all sorts of rodents and stuff wanting to eat it. But whatever the polymers are, they break down with water, turn into a liquid form, and then you become, malleable and seal. So now it's still watery as heck, but that's the way I want it. I can feel at the bottom of the cup, it's a lot of powder. As I use it, it's gonna spread, but you can see how little I use. They sell these 25-pound bags, and I won't even use half a cup of this stuff to do this entire floor. But that's because I have 1/8 gaps. I'll go through a lot because you can't see it, but in this hall, I called it a hall, but the water heater area, there's a decent gap. I'm gonna backfill all that gap with grout, but I'll do that last because I'm gonna tape off the baseboard as well, because I don't want to make a mess. That grout, once it touches stuff, it'll paint it that color. So I'll put some tape against that and protect it. Otherwise, I'll be super close to this, and I'll try not to touch the baseboards. But I already have several buckets of water with sponges in them. See, multiple sponges. Those are dry. They don't have to be clean as long as they're dry. This clean buckets of water. The bad thing about water is you can fill it up all the way if you want to, but once you squeeze a little bit in there, it gets it dirty, and you'll always end up with those darn markings. Always end up with these darn markings. So you basically have to go back with a clean towel and wipe everything down. You see all that crap on there? I try to clean it off, but no matter how clean the sponge is, it'll always leave that. So you basically have to go back with a clean wipe and then another clean wipe, and then hopefully that'll do it. It's just a pain how that works, but that's the way it is. Anyways, let's rock and roll. Got all my secrets. I bought a bunch of random sponges because Lowe's was closed and I didn't want to go to Walmart anymore with orange sponges, so I got a bunch of these little ones. We'll see how they work from the Dollar Tree. All right, this is mixed and ready to go. Let's go and rock and roll. I did not bring my boots. I forgot them. They were still wet from yesterday, so I'm gonna take these off and just run around in my socks. And hopefully I don't regret that. But anyways, hope you're doing well. Take care.